Today, I'm gonna be the final boss, and we get to eliminate all these tiny humans. I don't think they're children, but I kinda hope they are. We started off with a chain lightning attack to kill as many of them as possible. End of the wave, we get some upgrades. I'm gonna take elemental damage, seeing as we have chain lightning. Aside from that, I think I'm actually going to take the Grimoire for an extra 6% experience gain, seeing as this is the very first wave. Then we'll get back to work. Hopefully our chain lightning does extra damage now. I feel like if this had just some upgrades, it would get really strong. For now, it's absolutely exploding people. I just wish there was more of them to kill by the end of the wave. I gotta make sure I get nice and close to them. The level up reward this time, we're gonna take a green one +1 amount. That could be like an extra projectile for our chain lightning, because it does 1.5 damage and chains 2 to 3 times. We're also going to get another one of those. Then we're going to lock this fire flower because we're going to get extra elemental damage off of that next wave. Now we got double the chain lightning. That feels so much better already. I just need lots of these little idiots to actually spawn. There we go. We are rapid fire electrocuting them. That one's bigger. Yeah, this is much better. To the point where there's almost too many enemies suddenly. But you can never have too much damage. Ooh, this is getting very satisfying very quickly.
Give me all your souls, idiots.
We found a chest that will give us +10 range, which I think is absolutely worth it. I think we also just want straight up 7% extra damage. 3% less cooldown is also probably good. Fire flower time, extra elemental damage. Then we're gonna re-roll and see what other kind of good stuff we can get. Our chain lightning has jumped up to 2.8 damage. I'm gonna re-roll again. Item price being cheaper would be nice, so would experience gain. Oh, there's another what we need. Experience gain and item price cheaperness. So much lightning now. There was a blue upgrade here for minion damage. We'll take that just in case we get a minion, which we probably should at some point. We're going to take the Frost Axe next because that is also elemental. It'll take base damage plus elemental to do its damage. I don't really understand Wrecking Ball, so we're not going to get carried away with that yet. Since we have extra minion damage, let's throw a Goblin out as well. We now have 5 of 6 attacks done. $28 remaining, another fire flower for us. Cooldown goes up, but elemental damage goes up. Plus we get extra elemental damage and bonuses because of the item types we have. So we get to see what the enemies think of that. The guy with the blue bar around him is our friend. He's going to help us out. And we'll continue to upgrade our items as we go. I do want to combine my chain lightning as much as I can. It's only going to get stronger. It feels very good for now, but in these games it tends to be you're doing great until suddenly the enemies are doing great and then you get wrecked. I kind of want bigger pickup range because it's really annoying having to try and pick all these up. Do we want dodge? Do we want elemental damage? Do we want amount? I kind of want elemental damage. Yes. And then there's -3% cooldown to kind of go back against what we had. We're also going to take a Goblin tier 3. That's actually really expensive, but I'll take it. I believe the character we are also starts with some lifesteal. We have 2% lifesteal. Let's also take a cup because that's going to give us 1 more % lifesteal and HP regeneration. It's pretty expensive. But now we're out there stronger than ever. We got 2 of our little minions. Enemies are noticeably stronger though. I would assume that the more we merge our chain lightnings, the more chain lightning attacks they're going to do. There's a few that I like here, but 2 elemental damage simply has to be the way to go. It's up to +7 now, so that means chain lightning deals 5.1. These guys, they deal 5. Okay, so they themselves deal 5, but the 5.1 is for the chain lightning. I think I understand that. So let's take extra minion damage and strength damage. That's going to make these now do 6 damage plus their lightning. +1 amount I feel is pretty big. I like big amounts of things. There's some cool upgrades here. 10% damage with fire attacks +1 elemental. Unfortunately, we're using lightning. I do want to merge 2 of these together because now they deal 6.2 and they still only jump 2 to 3 times. But look at the damage dealt. The chain lightning was a huge one last round. So let's assume that trend will continue. It does hit a lot of idiots all at once, and this new one should do even more. I did get hit there. That took off 5 HP, which is a lot. Luckily, we put that right back on. Health potions drop fairly frequently. No one can defeat me yet. I'm the main boss in real life and in their nightmares. Even when they die, they still have to fight me. I don't know if we auto-collect them at the end. Oh yeah, we do. Let's take 7% dodge. I'm going to re-roll these. That did cost 10 points. Strength damage might be a good one as well. We still need at least 1 more weapon. Dash at the enemies. Can be watered to grow. So it does 3 plus 100% elemental. So we'll try that. We'll also get the fire flower to get more elemental damage. I think if we buy this goblin, yeah, they're going to auto merge. But so far, my chain lightning is absolutely doing most of the damage. I do want 8% experience gain. We're going to lose 1 HP regen and 1 heal from potions. And then let's get back to work. The tomato is on my team now. We need to water it before it can take off. At least that was my understanding of it. It should deal elemental damage and we seem to be doing quite a bit of that. This build so far is quite good against large masses of enemies. Against individual bosses or tougher enemies, we'll see.
I'm hoping things like our tomatoes can save us.
This wave was actually quite easy. I could mostly just wander around rather nonchalantly and kill everyone. -4 cooldown. Yes, we need some of our cooldown fixed. 9% speed I will take. That's a rare upgrade. We don't really want any of those. There's more experience gain. There's a basic goblin, but we can't fit him in. We'll re-roll until we find our next gem. Well, there's actually a tier 2 goblin rather. We can buy him, he'll auto-merge. So we'll merge those two together. We have a purple tier. He does 38 damage. That's the maximum tier at epic, apparently. I'm going to take 2 max HP and also +4 luck. We get by on luck a lot. Shouldn't have actually done that, but this is nice. I'm going to lock that. 2 elemental damage, 2 minion damage. That's perfect for us. At least I think it is. So our goblin should be very, very strong now. The enemies so far seem quite weak in this round, so hopefully we can just absolutely steamroll them for tons of resources. 12% damage with explosive attacks. Yes. 10% damage with plant attacks.
I guess my tomato counts.
Do I really want armor? I want elemental damage. Did I forget to lock that thing last round? I was sure I did. Room size? I don't know if we want bigger rooms. Chain lightning works if everything's close. What will help us is another one of these. We're going to merge those together. So these now do 15 damage. They deal 8.8 lightning. That means we do need another weapon. We'll take a goblin for now. We may find something better. I don't want to sacrifice HP to get more elemental damage. There's another frost axe, so our frost axe becomes level 2. 50% chance to freeze enemies as well. Light sword tier 4. I'm going to sell my ketchup for that. Probably also this. Maybe shouldn't have done that. But anyways, light sword tier 4. Oh, we can't actually afford this. Probably should have paid more attention. That's fine. We're gonna get landmine tier 2 instead. We're gonna lock this for next round. So we're gonna survive this with perhaps less damage than we had last round, but we did upgrade some things, so this might be just fine. We also have our landmines that seem really explosive. And we do extra explosive damage, so those might have been an absolutely perfect thing to find. So those guys turn red, and then they charge straight at me like that, so they're going to be kind of annoying, but as long as I kite them around, I don't think they'll really hit me. Starting to feel the need for a little more damage than what we got. Gotta get back in the center. Chain lightning is better in clusters. Give me that HP. We did it. Give me the chest. Max HP, yes. This one's interesting. We'll take 9% crit chance. Light sword 4. 7% item price we'll definitely take. That's just going to pay for itself. There's also a light sword 3. I think what we're going to do is get rid of this goblin. Well, he did 3,000 damage last turn. The lightning dagger did 15,000 though. So we got to be careful what we sell. The landmine I didn't want anyway. Let's be honest. Let's sell that. We want a light sword 3. Double face mask. While facing right, we get 20% speed. While facing left, 10% dodge. I'm also going to get Armored Punch. That's going to give us armor.
Which we badly need.
And strength damage, which is most of our things. So Light Sword 4 now does 50 damage. And we now take 4% less damage overall, which doesn't feel like much. But we've got Light Swords. And those actually have a pretty good reach on them. I thought they would be really close range, but those are getting right out there. Yeah, I feel like I'm going to like those a lot. I just noticed my recording program had been having a tantrum up until now as well, so I apologize if the start of this video had been a little clunky. What matters is we're destroying everybody. We've got lightsabers, we've got goblins, we've got chain lightning. We are making this wave look alarmingly easy. Riposte. This will give us 5% dodge. When we dodge, we will deal 14 damage to one random enemy. Absolutely. I think I want to re-roll these. That costs 16 plus 3 elemental. That's really good for our chain lightning, which we probably don't use as much anymore. That still did almost 8,000 damage, which actually still was the most. So if we get a chance for more of those, we should absolutely take them. I'm going to take 10% luck. We're going to lose 2 dodge there. 1 extra attack slot is actually huge. Why would we not take that? More elemental damage? Sure, chain lightning can never have too much. Between that and the lightsabers, enemies are having trouble getting close to us. The ones that charge at us can obviously do it just because they're quicker. Everyone else actually can't really do it. Our attack speed's probably quite slow too. I spent a lot of time getting upgrades that sort of worked against attack speed. Quite a variety of idiots this time around though. There's little adventurers. So many to see, so many to kill. I've just realized when they turn blue, we're actually freezing them. That's my frost axe thing. This wave was maybe the easiest one we've had in quite some time. We hardly had to do anything. Wave completed. Do I want 3 max HP? No. Okay, we found 2 of those apparently. I'm going to take another 3% lifesteal. That might end up saving us. We got a 6% chance to heal for 1 HP. I might actually take the fist because I think that's just raw strength damage, which we have quite a bit of. Cooldown's obviously not great, but we have the extra weapon slot, so we got to fill it with something. And here's a much better frost axe. We are going to sell our previous one and buy this big one. We're going to log this. properly this time because minion and elemental damage. Weapons become ever better. We're making some of these little idiots disappear very quickly. There's a new type of enemy though, the frog thing that hops into the air and tries to land on us. As long as we don't stand in the red circle, we're gonna be fine. This wave was also going down easy. Ooh, look at that guy, he had a health bar. I want higher tier upgrades. +2 amount is kind of nice. 20% pickup range is nice. I want maybe +2 amount. There's a few things here I like. Hive mind for one for both minion and elemental damage. I think I'm going to get rid of goblin number level 2 because we have a zap pistol. That's ranged gun and lightning. So it's going to deal chain lightning also. Next we're going to lock bounce, 1 wall bounce. I think that's got to be good for probably all attacks. Now we got more chain lightning than ever before. And our raw damage even without chaining is still really good. At least it feels that way because we're not feeling particularly challenged. It feels especially mean when we do freeze things because they're just waiting to die. Can't do a thing about it. Oh, those two have health bars. They went down. I think they're considered elites. They're like elites without the elite stats. I am kind of annoyed there's still enemies on this screen though. I want to be so strong they all get wiped. Wall bounce? Sure, it's expensive. It's gotta be good. I don't love any of those. Vampire wand. It's got a lot of lifesteal on it. We're not really having trouble surviving though. Since our build is working, we're not really going to go crazy with it. Serpent chain sounds interesting. We get 10% speed, your attacks trail behind you. Sure. Oh, I think we got a boss fight. We got to fight Freezerd. Oh, okay, that was confusing. Oh, interesting. We're like a snake now. Cool. All right, well, we're going to get over here and stab Freezerd to death. Come back here. I don't have a lot of range. I got to be really close to you to hit you. That's actually so annoying. I'm actually going to move up to see if I move up here. Whoops. I don't really want to go chase him. There we go. He's out in the middle now. Now we can chain other lightning into him at least. Look at all those chests we're getting. Luck is paying off. Yeah, we got to chain lightning him real bad. I got to be careful where I move to too. I don't have a lot of flexibility in this level. Do I have to defeat him or can I just survive him? Because at the rate we're going, it's getting hard to get close to him and our health is getting low. It's really hard to avoid all of this. Chain lightning and the lightsabers are helping a lot. We're getting some damage on him, but not nearly enough. We survived the wave. We did not kill Freezerd. Now the devil showed up. He might be mad at me. He was actually happy with me. We have unlocked new stuff. Endless mode is only available on difficulty 4+. Okay, let's try Arachna that has 8 attack slots. Let's try that with a shovel. When this attack hits an enemy, 30% chance to spawn 1 soul, which I think is the currency. We'll go for difficulty 2. Now I'm a big mean spider with a shovel that penetrates as well. This is one where I feel like if I just line up all the idiots in the right direction, they'll be really easy to kill. So this scales off strength damage. So let's take +2 strength damage. -3% cooldown as well. I think that's attack speed. Yeah, cooldown is exactly attack speed. We already have another shovel. Maybe we should go pure strength damage. There's a void hammer. We're going to lock that. Probably should have merged these 2 shovels together. I think they would be better as one. I think they'd have a higher chance of dropping more souls. The more souls we get, the more stronger we're going to get. Half of these idiots aren't even wandering toward me. They're just wandering around randomly. They don't even care that I'm here. I gotta walk so much further to get the orbs because of that. 4% armor. Yeah, we're gonna need some of that. +1 amount. I don't know if that really plays into my thing. I guess we'll take that. We'll just gotta fix cooldown again. I don't like those. I don't know if I want those. Kind of running out of good options here. We're not that rich yet. We'll take 1 void hammer and we'll take a candy for some luck. I'm going to merge these 2 together, because there was a 30% chance to spawn 1 soul, and these next guys also have a 1% chance. But it does more damage, so I guess it kills more efficiently. Every time we merge, I think it's going to be more damage and higher attack speed. Things are doing damage. As long as we're getting rich, I don't care. This one goes all the way up to 20 waves. Soul Harvest is definitely something we should be looking at then. That's like farming in Brotato. At the end of a wave, gain 3% of the total number of your souls, up to a maximum of 100. +2 strength damage. Don't mind if I do. Enraged. -4% cooldown, so that's faster attack. Golden souls, 1% of the souls are golden. They have 10 times value because of that. We are going to re-roll because we can lock something for next round. Didn't find anything we want, straight back to work. I got a chest. I was being lazy holding still, so we got hit. Those little mages are pretty annoying. So are these little hooded guys. I really got to keep an eye out for the golden orbs. Oh, I want to get that cluster of idiots. Yeah, get them all dead. Kill everyone. We were almost dead. That was close. Out of the chest, we got team play. Your minion kicks kickables towards you. Absolutely. Max HP is only 10, so we're going to take 4. That was a 40% increase. We probably want some experience gain also. Since we're building up strength, we're going to get the axe tier 3. That's going to do quite big damage. We're going to get the light sword as well. That's strength plus arcane. This build is just going to be raw strength. There is also a frost axe, which is strength plus elemental, so I don't think I want it. We will take cheaper items. Gotta remember that we get the investment thing, so I do need to try and hold some kind of amount of souls on me. I guess the investment amount is pretty small still, though, so it's not really going to make that big of a difference. If we get lots of those upgrades, we can use the power of compounding interest. Until then, big hammer smash idiot, and I'm happy. This is also up a difficulty tier from last time, but I got a better handle on the game now. Ooh, this spider is spongy though. Anything that hits me hurts a lot. 10% room size, 5% speed. I'm actually going to take that just for the speed bonus. Don't really care for any of that. Don't really care for any of that. Pick up decks. Soul Harvest might be good. I kind of want Lifesteal. Also another 4 max HP. We need to be able to survive a few hits. We'll get our tier 3 light sword. I want this for the 4% cooldown. I gotta remember I can hold up to 8 weapons because I'm a spider. We're gonna get the light sword. We're gonna re-roll. Gotta keep an eye out for strength-based items like a chained ball. Yes, we're gonna lock that. Now we're getting dangerous. We should be able to constantly swing at everything around us. It's going to be raw strength and attack speed on his build. Nothing can stop us now, at least for 2 more waves. There's a golden orb. It makes a nice sound when we pick it up. Wave completed. Archer, we'd lose strength and armor. Absolutely not. 2 max HP we will take. Probably should have taken one of those last things. We're going to reroll one more time. How much is our crit chance currently?
Oh, it's -1.
Let's take plus 6%. We gotta have some crit chance. Let's take Soul Attractor. 20% chance to instantly attract a soul when it's dropped. Chain Ball times 3 because that's strength. We keep feeling like we spend our money so quickly. 10% damage but -4% cooldown. That probably works in the right favor. Yeah, we'll give that a try. There's also another shovel. We should take that as well. We can't afford both though, can we? We'll take a shovel for now. We think on this. Do I want -1% crit chance as well? No, it's only a 5% as it is. This thing's starting to look ridiculous and I love it. It's working quite well so far. We're destroying everything that can get close to us. But I've always said, you just can't argue with damage. Gotta focus on these little mages a lot more. They're smart enough not to get overly close, so they get to sit there and bombard you from 10 feet away. Gotta get the golden one before the wave ends. 315. Definitely gonna reroll. Let's get a little more lifesteal plus 3 strength damage. There's a tier 2 lightsaber. We'll absolutely take that. We're gonna unlock that. I don't think I want that. I could take a fist because that's raw strength damage, but I'm not as worried about that. Strength damage is currently at +9, however, which would be pretty good. Well, before we even think about that, let's keep going. Plus 20% chance to find soul flasks. Okay. 20% chance to find chest. Yes. Tier 2 shovel. Yes. Because that'll make a tier 3 shovel. Rerolling again. I could take extra luck. Luck means we're going to find better stuff. And then it's back to work for us. These guys are going to be a little bit stronger, but given our 8 different weapons, our damage is going to be more than enough to destroy them. I'm finding a lot of heals. Hopefully our extra chance to find chests and everything is going to pay out as well. And it would be nice at the end of this one to actually kill the boss rather than just survive. I feel like we didn't make a lot of money this round, but we still did end up with 185. I don't want to sacrifice cooldown for HP right now. Definitely don't want that. Where's our soul harvest? It's only at 3. This will bump us up to 7%. Yeah, we'll take that. I'm going to get rid of the tier 1 shovel. We're going to get the tier 3 spike ball, which is raw strength damage again. Oh, this is an amount one too. I forgot about all the set bonuses too. We're actually getting some nice ones of those. Like we get more speed, we're getting more damage. +1 piercing. I feel like that doesn't really complement our build though. That's more for guns, I would think. Barbed nails is fun. Strength and 3% damage. We lose 1 amount, but I don't think amount affects anything of what we have. There is a tier 2 axe. I'm going to get rid of my tier 1 light sword because that's not raw strength. Axe is. When a noob with a visible username dies, spawn 1 soul. Yes. Oh, that's our kickable thing. So I can, I go hit that. It'll bounce around and we get to just slide it around the map if I understand that. So we want to go, oh, maybe we don't get to control its direction very well. But the more we're touching that, definitely the more chaos it's going to cause. I don't know if I love that though. If we don't have any way to propel it other than us touching it, I'm going to have to find my way to it again and again. I feel like we're better off just having things attached to us. Plus, I want to be right on the edge of the biggest cluster of enemies. That way we make the most souls. That's all I'm here for. I just want to collect all the souls and get rich. 369, 379, 405 after the 7% boost. 7% cooldown? Absolutely. Don't know if I want any of those. +4 is strength. So that'll go from 10 to 14. There's a tier 2 shovel. Oh yeah, we're going to look at how much damage we're doing. That was 2,600. This is 4,600. We'll get a pretty good idea. The kickable chain ball thing is going to leave us. I just don't want that. We'll take the shovel. Might have done that backwards. I think this is what we're supposed to have sold. The good items are doing over 5,000 damage anyways, so that's sort of our benchmark. Since this, whatever this is, only did 1,800, it's going to go. +4 luck. That way when we roll, we'll get nothing but good stuff. I don't know if I want to lose any range. We're looking for things like this, especially. Pickaxe 3. Spawn 1 ore of souls every 11 seconds. I won't say no to that. There's also a flask. A 20% chance to find soul flasks. A tier 2 fist, which could be interesting, but not interesting enough for me to bother. There's another piercing. 10% damage, and we get a cooldown reduction though. Yeah, let's try that. Another 20% chance to find soul flasks. That'll pay for itself. Even more weapons, even more damage. We are still very, very brittle though. If things want to touch us, we're going to get very hurt. Oh, there's the mining nodes I'm supposed to be breaking. Yeah, so the pickaxe, I think, makes those spawn. So when we go and break those, we're going to get a whole bunch more money. And our damage is more than good enough to destroy all these. I really should get a little bit more pickup range when I get a chance. This strategy seems really good if I just make small circles in the inner part of the map. That way all the idiots can come and sort of cluster up near me. Then it's easy pickup for me. We are all about the raw efficiency. Look at all the things we're breaking. This was going to be good earnings. We're already over 500. Plus we get that little boost at the end. +1 free roll. I'll take that. We only lose 3% damage. That's going to give us 4% faster attack speed. 4 max HP for -3 dodge. I'll take that. We don't have any dodge anyway. Definitely sell that one. Knockback we'll take. 668 souls to spend. Do I want attack size? Do our things have an attack size? They don't seem to. 7% damage is kind of nice. We'll take that. Do a reroller 2. We'll take +3 strength. That's an easy choice. 15 luck is nice. 15 luck it is. Don't think I want any of that. All this luck really isn't paying out super well. There we go. Tier 4 pickaxe. So let's get rid of the Void Hammer. That only did 1600 damage. Oh, the Pickaxe 3 only did 1900 compared to some of the other things that were 4000. I guess it is split up between all the weapons though. Axe Tier 3 did 5200. Actually, we can get another Axe 2, so we got 2 Tier 3 axes. Can we combine again? Yeah, we can combine those two together, and then we can combine those two together. We have a Tier 4 axe. We'll also take the Pickaxe 4, the Light Sword 2. Now we have 8 weapons again. Ooh, look at this. Techno Magical Arm, +1 attack slot. We got 9 weapons. So we'll take another shovel as well. We can actually combine these. We could actually combine those next ones too. I'm going to wait and see. There's a basic axe. There's lots of things we could do and want. +6% damage. Okay. 9 weapons. This is going to get so silly. Our lifesteal seems to be doing a lot too. Even when our health goes down, we just got to stab a few things with our lightsabers. Got to be sure to focus on the crystals as well. That should maybe be our strategy. Head for the crystals. The enemies sort of bunch up behind us and we murder them. Yeah, the lifesteal is doing quite well. Probably helps that we're doing lots of damage and attacking very quickly, given that we have all these weapons. The arrows are kind of a nightmare to deal with, though. 20% chance to find soul flasks. Absolutely. We're going to get richer and richer. 5 max HP. Yes, please. I'm going to combine the shovels. So those are now tier 4. It's now doing 66 damage. It attacks every 0.6 seconds. Then we can put a tier 2 axe in. I'm going to buy riposte. That way we get the 5% dodge out of that. And when we dodge things, we automatically attack them back. Then we're just going to keep on scrolling through, looking for anything that can help us. Tier 3 shovel, which we can actually use. I'm not actually going to re-roll for 46. We're going to hold our money because by the end of this wave, that's going to be a good investment on top of all the money we're going to get from killing these idiots. Even the strong ones of them, like the knights, are going down pretty quick. We are doing some damage. 9 weapons maybe makes it a little bit overpowered. If we can get them all up to tier 4 and get all the right stats around them boosted, this would be absolutely mauling things. The last crystal was all the way up in the upper right corner. I'm definitely not going to bother to go and get that. 492 now becomes 498. Jumps up to 532. 4% faster attack speed? Absolutely. 20% chance to find soul flasks? Yes, that pays for itself. And look at all the bonuses we have. 15% damage, 5% damage, 10% damage, 7% crit chance, 3% armor. Things are actually somewhat... Oh, 10% pickup range is also really good. 6%, nah, we don't need experience gain at this point. Tier 3 pickaxe becomes tier 4 pickaxe. We got 2 of these now. Spawns 1 of ore souls every 11 seconds. They're not doing a ton of damage, but if they're spawning ore, we can have up to 2 pickaxes and that's perfectly fine. 1 max HP for every different attack you have. Sure. We didn't really find anything else. I'm going to save my 222 because the more we have in the bank, the more we're going to earn at the end of every round. And another massacre begins. I feel like we're going to get pretty rich on this one. There is a lot of enemies. It's kind of annoying to have to walk so far to grab the flasks. We took some damage there, but with the lifesteal and everything we got with this many attacks, it should go back up. We did also pick up a healing flask, but we heal pretty consistently. As long as we're swinging these swords around, okay, we got to start taking this somewhat seriously now. Okay, extra seriously. Get the healing flask. There's so many arrows, it's hard to avoid all those. We're clearly going to need a little bit more toughness. Oop, walked right into that one. Saw it right as I was doing it. But we're going to be okay. 653 souls. 7% item price. 2% lifesteal. Probably. Let's actually take 2 HP regeneration. We don't have any of that. There's another tier 4 pickaxe that we can't use. Plus 15% souls drop from enemies. Yes, enemies are stronger, but I mean, we'll deal with that. A tier 2 light sword will become a tier 3 light sword in our possession. We're actually going to merge those. So we have a tier 4 light sword. 61 damage, attacks every 0.56 seconds. Ore of Souls spawns 1 ore every 15 seconds. That's going to be even more for us. Soul Harvest will get another 2% there. Spring Punch is a raw strength attack. So we're going to throw that on. That's a new one for us. Tier 2 axe, which will merge into a tier 3 axe for us. I'm going to buy 2 max HP for $16 because we definitely needed a little extra strength. I'm not going to reroll for 43. We're just going to play a little wiser this round as well. Really, watch out with those projectiles. My punching arm thing has actually got some really big range on it. I don't pay attention to range nearly as much as I should. It really will make a difference. If I can stay just a little bit further away from enemies and hurt them, I would be quite a bit safer. There's a reason spears are the superstars of the medieval world for weapons. Getting lots of the mining nodes to spawn, I've already forgotten what they're called. Doesn't matter though, we just touch them, they explode, and we get happy. Damage is feeling good. I don't know if it's worth it to chase these around or not. I feel like I'm maybe better off just getting the giant clusters of enemies. This way was a lot easier. Dodge and duration? Yes. Plus 2 strength damage. Can we get something maybe a little? 5% cooldown is probably actually better. Plus we leveled up again anyway. Plus 4 is strength damage now. So we're attacking, we're hitting harder and attacking much quicker. This spring punch actually did 6,000 damage last round. The big axe did 7,000. The top tier lightsaber 5,000. Everything is contributing. I do want a little bit more speed. 5% speed is big for us. I need more luck. Like not luck within the game, but luck in general, because we're not finding a lot of high-end stuff. 7% off items. Plus for knockback, plus 3 crit chance is big for us. If we keep the idiots back just a little bit, all the better. Plus for crit chance as well. We have 19% crit chance. That's really strong. We're going to make items cheaper again, and we're going to get right back to work. Okay, we got to fight Ballast Tank. Am I allowed to go in there? Oh, I am. Okay. So we just got to destroy those when we do get in close. Ballast Tank we're getting close with. All of our damage though, we should be able to take him out pretty easily. Hopefully. We're doing plenty of damage. Oh, we got him pinned in the corner because of our knockback. Yeah, we could bully him. We're bullying the boss. Did we get him? Bully him some more. Yeah, don't stop. Bully. Got him. Bully those idiots. Okay, we're also going to just go ahead and destroy that turret, and then we're just going to kill all the little minions. They saw what I did to their boss. What chance do they think they have? There's so much purple on the ground. This is great. We're over 1,000 purples already. After sucking it all in, 1082, that jumps up to 1179. Max HP, yes. These are all really good. I will take 7% cooldown. This is the kind of silly thing we need. This is the chain ball that's chained to me. So it will follow me around. We'll get rid of the, wait, how much damage did that do? Oh, everything did a lot of damage. Green light sword, out. Chain ball in because that's raw strength damage as well. 3% soul harvest could be good. Obviously, small percents are going to make big differences at this point. 10% pickup range is actually pretty important to me. Even with all this money, it's still hard to justify rerolls when they get really expensive. Here's a tier 3 shovel that becomes a tier 4 shovel that is 71 damage. 30% crit chance goes off every half a second. Then we'll take 2 max HP and get right back to work. That way our investments make even more for us. Things definitely still hurt a considerable amount when we do touch them. But HP regeneration can take up a lot of that, and then our lifesteal will take the rest. Oh, with our extra amounts too, we got 2 spike balls going around us. Either that or it's just up to its whatever level it needs to be for that. There's a lot of different sounds going off, and I'm not really sure what a lot of them are. We're spawning a lot of the soul orbs on the ground though. Oh, must be those guys. The soul orbs on the ground are good. The more those we can spawn, the more gold ones we get. And we get big value out of the golds. I just got some kind of achievement for how many we got. Plus 20% pickup range. I'm actually going to take that. Now we're up to $1,380. I'm going to take 10 luck. We're going to lose all of our dodge, but that's perfectly fine by me. Come on, give me something good. I have all this money. I need to spend it on something. 20% chance to find chest. Yeah, that's worth it. Extra arm. Plus 1 attack slot. We're up to 10 attacks. We're going to take a frost axe because it can freeze enemies. It's not raw strength, but it can freeze enemies. So what's not to like? Doxer. 10% chance for enemies to display their usernames. When one with the name dies, 20% chance to spawn a soul. Extra money for us. 10 weapons. I'm hands off the keyboard for a second, so we got hit. The second one was absolutely just me being lazy. 10 weapons. There's so much damage going out in all directions. Attack speed doesn't matter so much anymore. If you got 10 weapons, they can all be doing something, always. There's those druids going around. They're the ones making the flowery stripes on the ground we can't walk through. Those are going to get annoying, so we're also going to have to bully them. So much purple everywhere. It's so satisfying. They did a really nice job on the color palette. Yeah, enemies are actually getting tougher though. Like we're killing them, but not as easily as I would like. +1 wall bounce. Yeah, we might as well. I'd just rather not sell that. We'll take strength damage. There's another +4 strength damage. So all of our damages just went up again. Now we just got to keep on looking for just that same type of stuff. Leeching Worm is kind of nice. We get 9% pickup, +1 life steal. We lose 2 max HP, but we have lots of HP right now. We could spot another Ore of Souls every 15 seconds with our cooldown that makes it quicker. I don't really want any more luck right now because it doesn't seem to be helping us anyways. Okay, we're going to reroll one more time. Probably take a little more max HP. We'll take this, 4% armor and strength damage again. So we're up to 11% damage reduction, 28 strength damage. So our things are hitting hard. Oh, and the rock spawned in right away. We're getting some more elites with armor. There's a golden orb. Lots of elites. They're definitely harder to kill. They tend to run away, so even when I hit them, I knock them back. I sort of just push them even further away, which is kind of annoying. Gotta remember to get into those corners every once in a while to pick up the rest of those mining nodes. Even when they do hit us now, it's not that bad. I usually have enough potions waiting for me on the ground that I can fill myself up right away. Just a few more to kill. Look at all of our money. Becomes 1941, 2173. I don't really care about elite enemy health if it takes off all of our armor. Turrets move towards you? Sure. 4% crit chance? Yes. We're this deep in and we're still getting basic quality upgrades. Can we reroll to get anything at all? I'm tempted to get armor. Or dodge. We need some dodge. -4% cooldown again. That way we're sure that our weapons are attacking nice and quick. 20% chance to find a soul flask. How many of those do we have? Look at all of our upgrades. Oh, more bad breath. That's more crit chance and more knockback, even though I said knockback is annoying me. But we have a 25% crit chance. Finally, we found another punch. So this will combine into a tier 4. So it does 75 damage. It's got 87 range. And its speed is unknown. Oh, 15% extra souls drop from enemies. Yes, we already have one of those. Enemies are getting stronger because of that, but we'll get over it. I don't really want to move my attack size down. Well, at full health, you don't drink potions. I'm not spending 90 to reroll. We will take 4% crit chance. Enemies are going to be stronger, but we're also going to get a lot more souls again. And souls are how we get stronger. We're suddenly finding a lot of the golden orbs. Maybe it was just a lucky spell there, but we found 3 or 4 in like an instant. Even with the extra HP, we are massacring these. We're probably finding a lot just because we're killing so many. There's just a lot of little basic ones. They're like popping grapes to this character. Oh, this is going to be satisfying. Look at all the explosion. The extra pickup range feels nice too. I don't have to get quite so into the corners to efficiently grab. Okay, we're going to take out the elites. The elites I can feel the extra HP for. They're definitely a little bit more worrying, but we're still wrecking everything. At the start of a wave, we create a ritual circle, plus 20% damage if we're inside the circle. Turrets are now kickable, sure. Do we want 10? No, enemies are already strong enough. We need better than basic. I don't want any of those. Don't. 12% attack size could be interesting. Yeah, we'll try that because I think that is going to affect us. We're up to $2,800. 20% chance to find chest. How's our speed? Oh, we can sacrifice some of that thanks to what we just got. Oh, there's a Frost Axe tier 3. This one did 10,000 damage. Now that it's tier 4, it'll do even more. When you take damage for 2 seconds, we'll get 20% damage boost, minus 10% cooldown, 100% boss catchphrases. Not sure what that part means, but we'll be stronger. We're coming up to wave 20. I think that means we should probably spend everything we got. So if we could just find anything worthwhile, rerolls are already getting wildly expensive. 10% pickup range, it's cheap, might as well. Knockback and crit chance, we could take some more of that. Crit chance is now up to 32, it's actually getting quite good. It would be cool to get another tier 3 axe so we could have tier 4s all across the board. Plus 50% attack size, yes, I think that's going to be important for us. Spike ball tier 4. Wasn't something I wanted. 4% cooldown, yeah, that's going to get us faster attack. We have lots of crit chance as it is, so we can have a little bit less of that. Strength damage and minion damage don't wow. We'll take more knockback and crit chance. 10% damage with link attacks, 8% damage overall. Nothing else going on here. That was a $200 reroll. But we could take 4% armor to strength damage. And I got an achievement for reaching 30 strength. So this should be some kind of boss fight again. Okay, it's a stack noob. I think we can maybe just knock them back. We could maybe bully them in the corner. Yeah, get in the corner where you belong, you little idiot. Yeah, this is fine. We're just going to absolutely bully the boss. Oh, wait. He escaped. He got out. No, wait. We got him back against the ropes. And he's dead. Oh, yeah, and if we stand inside that, we get extra damage also. Forgot that was a thing. Well, now we just go on a victory lap massacre. If we stand here, even more damage. Can you guys get to me? Yeah, they sure can. We reached 50% damage during a run, too. I'm not sure why, probably because we're standing in a circle plus some other buffs. I'm really going to enjoy this a lot. Wave complete. Ooh, so that means we unlock things like a golden hammer, new characters to play as, pierced skull, new items, all sorts of stuff.